Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all your subscriptions, your likes, and all your shares. We have been seeing your work, and we love you in this channel, and we hope to love you more and for you to love us more. It's another wonderful day. I hope you have taken your dinner, your breakfast, your lunch, depending on your particular time. It has happened again. This one is on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been facing some health issues. What is just currently happening to Kanu now is that Kanu is undergoing ear infection treatment. Of course, Kanu has contacted ear infection in the DSS solitary confinement where he has been placed for close to it has passed some months now and getting to year, and Kanu has still been there, and the courts are yet to decide the fate of the leader of the famous indigenous people of Biafra. And now I'm going to bring to you the full details of what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somehow I begin to wonder what happens to African leaders, and also especially the western part of Africa and Nigeria to be particular. If you go to developed countries, you find out that their jail, the correctional center, is far more better than some houses we have here in Africa. You have your bed in your comfort, you have playground, you have your freedom, freedom in the prison, if I should put it that way. But I think Nigerian case is nothing to write home about. I don't know if you have been to any of the prisons in Nigeria or even any of the police cells in Nigeria. If one of your relative or sibling or somehow, because we are reporters, we are news reporters, a chance has availed us to have visited many places, and we have seen what is happening in many places, what happens in the US and what happens in Nigeria and Africa in general. You find out that Africa is a kind of country that does not value human beings. They do not give value to human life. Yes, somebody must have committed an offense and has been, sent to the correctional center. Does it mean that that person will not be at least given a better life in the correctional center? The environment is very dirty. The place is very compacted. People end up squeezing themselves to have a sleep for the night. When you go to the Nigerian police cell, you see where people ease themselves, release their physics in the same cell, and the order, the scent is everywhere, and you expect people to still be in the same cell. It is very bad. Now look at what is happening to MNK recently. The other time he had some health issues, and now he's having ear dysfunction. And it's because of an infection that has affected his ear, and he's undergoing treatment for that. It is because the environment is not conducive for the man. Imagine a man who has lived in the city for his whole life, who has lived in a house that looks like a paradise for his whole life, and all of a sudden he ends up in the DSS solitary confinement where there are no good facilities to take care of his health. It is very appalling in Nigeria. It is very appalling. Yes, even though that somebody have been sent to the correctional center, why not provide a good facility? You call it a correctional center where someone can be rehabilitated, maybe from a bad character or what someone has done. The place should be conducive for the individual that you are sending there. The rooms should be conducive. The environment should be conducive. But when it comes to Nigeria Correctional Center, the environment is nothing to write home about. Even some people die inside there because of disease. Which way Nigeria and which way Africa? Yes, Africa was colonized by the Britain. They only took the English, the language of the British man. And if you don't pass English in school, you might not be able to get admission. But the character of the white man, they left it. The technology of the white man, they left it. and they mingled it with the African wickedness and the rest of them. Now look at what is happening to MNK. He has been in the DSS solitary confinement, and now he has contracted ear infection. Before wasting much of your time, let me go into the news in details so that you'll be able to understand what is happening to Nnamdi Kanu. Currently, Nnamdi Kanu, the lieutenant leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, is undergoing treatment on tinnitus ear infection at the detention facility of the Department of the State Service. Kanu's lead counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who disclosed this after a routine visit at the DSS on Monday, said his legal team was exploiting all bottlenecks to ensure that he regained freedom. The statement partly read, Onyendu was impressed with the progress report, particularly in respect to Umuchineke, whom we secured their bail in court last week. While efforts have been made aggressively intensify for optimal results, we are sure that Onyendu's legal team, ably led by our erudite lead counsel, Professor Mike Ozekome-San, is seamlessly navigating all legal bottlenecks to ensure that Onyendu regains his freedom soon. We are not resting on our oars at all. Onyendu is still undergoing treatment within the DSS facility on the recent diagnosed tinnitus ear infection, which will require advanced medical attention. Now, so what is currently happening to Kanu now is that he contracted tinnitus ear infection in the DSS solitary confinement where he has been confined. Probably the environment has not been conducive for the man, and due to infections, due to many things that are around there, he has contracted ear infection. You could imagine what the man is going through inside that DSS detention. You could imagine what he's going through. So let's look at what can cause this tinnitus. Tinnitus is often associated with age-related hearing loss, inner ear damage caused by repeated exposure to loud noises or an earwax build-up. So maybe the man has been subjected to loud noises, or maybe due to slaps. Because if you have been where Nigerian police personnel, security agencies are treating people, where they are maltreating people, sometimes it looks as if they are treating animals. They can give you a dirty slap, they can slide you down, they can give you a blow on your nose, they can slap you anyhow without even considering your fundamental right. Yes, no matter what the person have done, you have taken the person into your custody. It does not require you beating the person. Even somehow, they will beat you and make you confess what you have not done in your life. Yes. And because of fear of the beating, the torture they give you, they don't even consider whether you are a human being. They just do to you whatever they like. And because of that, you can even confess what you did not do. I remember the other time some youths we interviewed that were arrested by some police personnel. They ended up asking them to agree that they are cult members. Meanwhile, these young people are not cult members. They do not belong to anything. And for you to be free, you have to agree. So when they now agree, they have to say, okay, yes, we have gotten them. And at the end of everything, they took bail from them and allowed them to go. Now, why must you impose to somebody what that person did not do? Because you want to get rank, because you want your superiors to believe that you are the gymnastic, you are the most active officer. It is very wrong. I think when people are doing some things, let them consider, if I am in this person's shoe, if it were me, if I am in this person's shoe, how am I going to feel? If it is me, how is it going to be? But sometimes these people don't even consider whether they are in your shoe or not. They just do to you whatever they like. So I think Nigerian security agencies should take proper instruction. They should be properly instructed. Like I have said always, let them undergo some psychological treatment, some psychological observance, so that they will be able to check their psychological stand to know whether these people are standing, whether they have the right stand to work in the security agencies, whether they are good, whether